If you can't beat 'em, join 'em. Having lost to the Keiron last week, it looks like ExistanZ is taking on the role of the cyborg race himself. Actually, I find that to be exceedingly common. Players who dig the alternate races, they really do like to try them all. But his opponent is the classic Terran. We're on Data C. So the popular scuttlebutt on this new map is that it's pretty standard, but it's a little bit harder to hide your proxies on, but it's a great map for air harass. Oftentimes, these subtle differences get way more buildup than they deserve. But that's okay, it's the little details that I love to geek out over. Terran looks to be walling off at his main, not down at his natural. Same deal for ExistanZ, who has started up his edifice. So why don't we just get right to those intros? Our Terran player is an Arabic name, which means conqueror, triumphant, or victor. He is Zafer! Oh, Keiron has scouted too late if he had any hopes of getting inside that Terran base. But he's a deep thinker, full of existential thoughts, because he's ExistanZ! Sanctum going down in that Reaper block position. He's not walling off. Hold the phone though, that's not a factory, that's double barracks, triple barracks. So yeah, that's kind of different. Usually when we see triple racks, it's a proxy. Here our man Zafer appears to be hiding them in his main. But sort of in line with the triple racks, he hasn't taken any gases. He might just be delaying it so he can crank out some Marines. I don't think he's actually playing gasless Terran, it's not really 3v3, where you get your buddies together and just do a Marine rush. ExistanZ is scouting, but he's gone ahead and put down that Citadel. If he saw what we saw, he might not love that idea quite so much. No, I'd probably do it anyway. Who doesn't love to get a lead up on bases? That Marine is gonna flush out the scout. That means that ExistanZ gets nada, bubkiss. No intel on what his opponent's doing, and he kinda needs to because Terran is still foregoing gas. But I'm kinda confused because usually gasless Terran is a very aggressive strategy, and here he's making a defensive bunker. Perhaps we're learning something new. Oh, we had a remake there. We had a foundry for a second, but it's just been converted into an outlet. I mean, who wants a manufacturing facility when you can have them all? Who wants a metalworks when you could have Abercrombie and Finch and Victoria's Secret? Alright, so Keiron is going air. Usually this means auroras, but once in a blue moon we get an aperture. Okay, so now it's a gasless 6 racks for Zafer, and they're all rallied to that bunker. I don't think they can all fit in there. Maybe that bunker's like Barbie's dream house and it has like sub-levels or something. You know, if I was a cool nerd, I would have gone with Doctor Who and the TARDIS, but no, you got Barbie's dream house and you just all unsubbed. ExistanZ has got a worker lead, so he's actually mining at parity, even though he's getting gas as well. He's also adding a conduit to unlock echoes or fuses. Oh, and ExistanZ is actually pushing out. That is not ideal for him. Forget the giant Marine army that's hiding in the shadow of that ramp. I don't think he can get by that bunker. Actually, that bunker might be a blessing. It might stop him from walking in and just getting annihilated. Okay, I hate to be a Debbie Downer here, but he's got 6 Raxes, but he's only making Marines 2 at a time. I know nobody likes a backseat chef, but a little more pepper, little less salt maybe. Oh, that Volt walks into the bunker and he becomes the first blood. Zafer's being a little bit crafty here. He's only chasing him with the 4 Marines in the bunker. He's hiding the fact that he's building an army. I like it, and he's adding the salt now. He's making Marines 6 at a time. Or is that pepper? I forgot how that reference went. Okay, we've got an Aurora with a fuse popped in it. You'll notice the new improved fuse graphic. It may look good, but I don't know if that's enough given the sheer number of Marines streaming across the map. Oh, but Zafer might donate the first 4 by running them up that ramp. No, scrap that. He has held them back. Yes, he waited for the rest of his army. Oh no, ExistanZ is pushing out. He's giving up the ramp. He did not want to do that. Oh, terrible luck. He just gave Zafer a gift there. He picks off a bunch of key pieces. There's still 2 Auroras with fuses, but he's got a lot of Marines. This could be a short one. Keiron's in a ton of trouble. Zafer's gonna start killing converters, and he's doing it with a truly low-tech strategy. No stim, just more 50-cent Marines than you ever thought you were gonna see at this time index. I feel like everybody who's played StarCraft for a long time has died to this at least once. Present company accepted, of course. Oh, ExistanZ is gonna pull the mice. He had a significant worker lead a second ago, now he doesn't. Did you know that the technical name for a pack of mice is a mischief? Well, ExistanZ has just done some mischief there. He is whittling down that Marine troop with some micro from his Aurora, but the bad news is Zafer's streaming fresh Marines across the map. He's still making Marines 6 at a time. He's not taking any gas. Usually the Terran will try to transition, but I think he's just going for the kill here. He's going all in. Keiron has added that second Aurora with the fuse. He wants himself a whole fuse box. 2 Auroras can one-shot a Marine. You can see that really makes a difference. Looks like Zafer took his eyes off the prize for a second and tried to macro back at home. And the Auroras wiped his army out. Here comes the next wave. I love how the fuses have been the difference maker here. Auroras have a range of 6, Marines a range of 5, so there is an advantage to the air unit. I think we're seeing that play out. The Marines have to step into the fire to get a shot off. Not a huge deal when there's 10 of them, but if they have to shoot one at a time, it doesn't go well for them. I mean, look at that. ExistanZ has rebuilt his worker count. He's almost caught up. Meanwhile, Zafer's going for a second command center. Oh, he is getting gas. I was about to say he's getting a command center over gas. He is full out trying to transition, but he has lost a lot of Marines and he is behind economically. Hey, you can't park outside our bunker. That's only permitted on evenings and weekends. So I think Zafer's got his Marine count back up to the point where he can bully those Auroras. But if ExistanZ can keep picking them off, he can keep them in his base, that's gonna buy time for his superior economy to kick in. Oh, the fuses are doing such a great job in keeping those units in there. I can't wait to find out how many kills are on those Auroras. But really, half of those kills should be credited to the fuses. Sort of like when you're tipping the waiter and you hope that the tip's gonna be split with the chef. Yes, when I play StarCraft and my units die, that's what I'm really doing. I'm tipping my opponent. ExistanZ starts the upgrade war, getting the first upgrade, +1 bioweapons, and then he's starting up a second reliquary. And that is Aurora 3 and 4, both with fuses. They are fresh. Good move by Zafer. He's got a bunker to protect his mineral line. He does have double E-base, so he can make a turret. In fact, he is. Extra edifice going down for ExistanZ. Zafer does have gas coming in now. He starts up 2 tech labs. You gotta believe he wants stim and combat shields. Unstimmed Marines are getting obsolete pretty fast here. Let's see how they stack up against 4 Auroras. Oh, they are just getting picked off. The bunker's pretty effective, but he needs to repair that, get a couple SCVs on that. Oh, if those Marines could only stim, they'd race out there and cut those Auroras down. Tech labs are done. I think we're gonna see that shortly. I'm waiting. Give us some stim. Are the Marines pushing out? That could be bad for them. I guess I understand though, because if he stays at home, Keiron is just gonna beat him economically and the disparity's gonna get worse and worse. He probably does feel the pressure to do some damage. It's just pretty risky when you got 4 Auroras parked right outside your base. You gotta think they're gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna see the add-ons. Oh, right as he starts up stim. That is terrible. Cancel it, cancel it. No, he doesn't. Oh, he's gonna lose combat shields as well. That is expensive. Keiron scores a heavy blow there. He just put Terran back into the Stone Age. Now, it's true that those Stone Age Neanderthals almost killed him at the start of the game, and he's trying again. But it's different this time. He can shape in some serious stuff, and that includes an Umbre from his foundry. Zafer's got a chance to get a lot of mice. He wants to gun them down. No, but the subjectors are on him. Oh, and you know what? The Auroras came home to defend. That is definitely the end of that. That gets cleaned up. But I guess that's a small victory. He pulled the Auroras back, saved his own mineral line. But at the end of the day, he's down 17 workers, and his mules are not making that up. Keiron's going for a third, and I really do feel like Terran's window is just closing. He's got no real answer to the Auroras, and it's just getting worse. ExistanZ has made an atrium. I'm trying to imagine what Elytra will do to unstimmed Marines. That's so much bonus damage against light units, it's not even funny. Or he goes for the ever popular inducers and just bombs the Marines. Either way, I think Atrium is a fantastic choice here. Thumbs up. Why not go ahead and make 3 of them? Oh man, even when Auroras are not attacking, they're still so useful. Dropping those emanators, just encircling the Terran base with vision. And this attempt to get a turb wall up to save his stim pack, that's not gonna work. ExistanZ is just an add-on killer, an add-on assassin. Remarkably though, his tech lab survived. Stim is on the way. He definitely needs that, but even that is probably not gonna be enough. Not if I'm right and there's gonna be Elytra. He needs something else at this point. He needs tanks, or maybe Thors. Keiron is officially ahead on bases, and the income graph is not looking pretty. ExistanZ took my advice, he's making another Atrium, and he's already made a Myriad. We see Elytra in production. We've seen some pretty amazing comebacks on this channel, and we'll need to see another one if Zafer's gonna survive here. He's just getting his second base up and running while Keiron already safely has 3. There's that extra 2 Atriums, and that's the operative word, extra. I think Keiron's just planning a mega move here to end this game. I think with a lot of players, after that first Marine push fails, they kind of think about GGing. But props to Zafer, who's still looking for a scenario in which he can win. I counted out our Zerg opponent last week, and boy was I wrong about that. I mean, look at that, he's got so many Marines, they're like blanketing the map like ants. But I feel like ExistanZ is making some really big boots here. And the fused Auroras are old footwear, but they've been doing some good stomping all game long. Stim's about to finish. ExistanZ needs to be careful. Oh, and it's like he senses it. He pulls back. I thought that was gonna be one of my unheeded warning moments. You know, where the caster gets all smug and basically says, I told you so without saying I told you so. Yeah, well, denied. Oh, Keiron's got a Pantheon in production. We're gonna get to see Space Doggies. Endgame tier tech against tier 1. This almost doesn't seem very sporting, does it? Zafer's trying to shut down the 30, stims his whole army and takes out that nullifier. But here comes the Keiron. Look at those Elytra, they're just blanketing those troops. Total carnage. And that's gonna be the GG. Congratulations to ExistanZ. I think this one's got my favorite music. Well, the latter half of that game was probably a foregone conclusion. This really was a terrific hold by ExistanZ. When you're that badly outgunned, it's not easy holding yourself together. Lots of poise by ExistanZ, a really great mouse pull, and terrific use of the Auroras. Or should I say fused Auroras. Just a housekeeping note, I'm actually going away. They are taking away my computer and forcing me to socialize with human beings for a little bit. But I will be back. A number of you have sent me some pretty fantastic replays, and I look forward to seeing if we can upload them. But for now, let me just say, from my base to yours, Zugzwang out. To continue your Starcraft journey, Nova advises you to click the video in the upper rectangle. But Kerrigan warns you to watch your 6 and click the video in the bottom rectangle. Or you can stimpack your Starcraft experience. Subscribe to Zugzwang Starcraft. Just hit the circle. From my base to yours, Zugzwang out.